What's going on? It's Mike Adam. This is your Eye Opener Music Beat. I'm hanging out with dinner and a suit. And, it's funny, I had to think about this because we talk so much off camera. The last time we actually did an interview was like a few years ago at South by Southwest. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's got to be like almost 3 years ago now, I think.
That was in the, what was it, Sony or something like that?
Yeah, like a Sony Lounge or something like that.
Yeah.
So since then, it's been, say, 2 years, give or take. What's been the biggest career highlight, you think, since then?
Maybe India, I'd say. We actually got to go to India and play 2 festivals over there.
Okay.
VH1 had flown us out there and paid for the whole thing. It's pretty surreal for a band like our size to be able to do something like that. You know, it's like not a country that most bands would tour to. You know?
Right.
So for me, that was one of them.
But I always wonder, when you get a chance to do things like that, do you get any downtime to actually putz around and check out the area?
We did one day we had to sightsee.
Okay.
The day we got there was a bunch of stuff. We were there. We were only there for 4 or 5 days or so. But we had one day that we got to go sightsee, which was awesome.
So back earlier on in the year, my wife and I actually watched Where We Started, the video, for the first time together. And I'm like, oh, it looks really cool. It's a great song or whatever. Of course, after the whole video, the one thing she says to me is, do you think that's the real girlfriends in the video? that's what she took away from the whole thing. So I am obligated to ask you that question.
No, they were stand-in girlfriends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stand-in girlfriends, huh?
Yeah. Although I think Drew, our drummer, may have had a moment with his
so it was a stand-in at first, but at the end of the video, it was a real girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm throwing him under the bus.
Yeah.
But,
Awesome. Speaking of the music, man, you guys have a lot going on. You have a new EP. I feel like you guys are writing all the time. Is that the case, or are you just constantly trying to put out new stuff?
We're definitely writing constantly. That's one of our favorite things to do as a band. Even for this last EP, we probably wrote 20 songs to end up with 4. But it's a really big part of just figuring out who we want to be as a band.
Okay.
Sonically. So.
yeah, and it's kind of I don't know. I think the more we write, the better, stuff, and at least the more options we have. So it's always good to have more stuff for us than not enough, So yeah, it's a good way to kind of occupy ourselves when we're not. Even when we are touring, we've got a little rig that we take.
Right.
We can set it up in hotel rooms and stuff and record. So it's cool, man. I mean, yeah, like you said, it's cool to go to do. So.
Explain this to me. You said you recorded 20 songs, give or take. Why not put out an album?
Yeah, I mean, it was there was some debate as to what we should do because we did have a lot of songs. But, again, where we are just as a band, it was really important for us to get music out relatively quickly just because it's been a while.
Right.
But also doing EPs for us now as an unsigned band just allows us to put out more material in shorter amounts of time.
Yeah.
So this EP now, and then in the future we've already got the stuff lined up. So it's just gonna be easier for us to build a fan base and get more stuff out there. Because you can spend 10 or 20 grand making a full-length record, and then 3 months later people are like, when's your next stuff coming out? Dude,
I'm so glad you brought that up. In today's day and age especially, fans have ADD. I mean, something comes out and like you said, almost immediately after, they're like, where have you guys been?
I feel like it's like that with everything though.
Yeah.
Even I watched House of Cards season 2, and the second it was done I was like, so when am I doing the next season? Because I need to watch more of this. It was 30 seconds after I finished it.
Alright, check this out. Before we wrap up, final question. I want to know what you guys were doing. I mean, you pretty much tour around the clock now. So what were you guys doing before you went full-time into the band? What was the last job?
We were pretty lucky, actually. He and I are cousins, and his mom owns a painting business.
Okay.
So we painted for her.
Painting all day.
So that's what we did. Then we've got one dude who works at Starbucks, and another one who works at a pizza restaurant.
Okay, that's not too bad. I always ask that because I'm trying to get somebody who like worked at Build-A-Bear or something like that before, and they're not that embarrassing. So that's
I will
that's
say
pretty good.
we've all had a lot of random jobs for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, because we were never. This is what we wanted to do. So we weren't like career oriented, like
Yeah.
trying to get into the big world. But
Yeah.
we definitely all worked like everything from landscaping to like a deli counter.
Right. Awesome. Dinner in a suit. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.